Rodney, you made some great progress, obviously, this year. Could you talk about that process and also let us know what you feel like is the next step forward in your progression as a player?
Just a lot of work put in. Well, my first year I didn't get a chance to play a lot because of injury. And then this year coming in, working with the coaches a lot this summer in Utah. Spent a lot of time with them, working on my footwork, working on just me as an all-around player. And I got better, naturally got better. And then, this season, guys on the team really helped me out a lot, as far as mentally. I think that was one of the biggest steps I had to take to become a better player is mentally. And, Gordon and Book and Fabe and all those guys really helped me a lot. And, it just naturally happened on the court that I got better because I put in a lot of work with the coaches this past offseason.
Rodney, you took a lot of big shots this season. You made a lot of big shots. You missed some. What misses will stick with you? A lot of them miss with you. Will stay with me. I think the one in Golden State, when we played Golden State here, I think that was big for my progression because, I could have easily, went into a shell, after that one and not took big shots. But, my teammates had coaching staff had full confidence in me to take those, and I wound up making some later on in the season, which gave me a lot more confidence.
Rod, with you being a young player, I'm sure you grew up idolizing Kobe a little bit. What was it like last night in that magic moment on his final game? And did you guys kind of get caught up in watching what he was doing last night?
Yeah. He's one of my favorite players growing up, and after the game, you felt a little bit embarrassed, just because we lost the game and, things like that. But, just watching that, that's a great way to go out. He's one of the legendary players, and to go out that way, I think he didn't even envision it going out like that. So, it's something that, we'll always remember.
You touched on the injury that you had last season. Did that ever affect you again this season? Is it something you now control, or is that just gone?
Yeah, I think it's just gone. I think the only way it affected me is that, I just didn't play enough games my first year. And, coming back in this year playing, I think, 79 games, it felt like my rookie season a little bit. But as far as the injury in my feet, knock on wood, I feel like that's, that's in the past right now.
On that same line, is your back good?
Yeah, my back good. For a few weeks, it was bothering me a lot. But as the season went on, towards the end, I got better.
One thing I wanted to know is, it seems like your scoring was a little bit inconsistent this year based on whether or not your outside shot was going in. Mm-hmm. Do you want to try to get to the rim more, get to the line more, so you can kind of be a more consistent scorer, even if that outside shot isn't going down?
Yeah, that's a big thing. We talked about getting to the free throw line, and the big thing was that I'm a 2-foot jumper, and I always try to be under control when I get into the lane. And most guys get fouled, they take out 1 foot, the James Hardens, the Kevin Durant's, things like that. So it's just about learning, different footwork. That's the biggest thing me and Coach Quinn talked about, and not me, just working on footwork so I could be a more efficient scorer when I'm not hitting shots.
Do you try to go off of 1 foot then, or tell me more, I guess, about that?
Yeah, it's just conscious effort, just getting stronger off 1 foot, being able to explode and get to the rim, things like that. Like I said, I always try to be on control and, get a shot off rather than looking for contact. And that comes along with being stronger as well.
Obviously disappointed to miss out on the playoffs. Is that something does that kind of thing motivate you over the course of a summer?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be hard, watching the playoffs, knowing we're in control, in the later part of the season. But I think we had a great season, regardless of the end result. And I think people around the league and we know, we'll be, one of the powerhouses in the West for years to come. But, it just hurt not to be in there right now.
And then where do you go this summer? Who do you work with on your game?
I'll be I'm not sure where yet, but, I'll be working with a lot of players. One thing I'm very real conscious of is working with my teammates, going to Indy again with Gordon, probably going to, work with Alec, just working with guys, so we get more and more comfortable with each other throughout the summer.
Steph Curry obviously had 400 threes last night. Do you watch something like that and find some inspiration from that, and perhaps, in the back of your mind, you want to be working on your three-pointer a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, Steph Curry is, out of his mind. But, I want to get to that's a goal for mine, shoot over, 40%, from behind the arc one year. And so that's definitely the bar, as far as shooting the ball from behind the arc, him right now. And just got to get stronger so I could be more consistent doing that.
You told me earlier this season that you wanted to become an elite defensive player. Is that something you can work on during the offseason, and if so, how?
Get stronger. Get stronger. I think that's the biggest thing. Guarding guys in the post, being able to move side to side, quicker. And I think just stamina, I had to learn, on the fly, how much toll it takes on your body. And, some days you might be moving quicker than others, so I think it's a big focus, just strength, getting better, getting stronger this offseason.
You had said earlier in the year, maybe it was the preseason, that Kobe had some words for you when you exchanged some three-pointers. And then he took a personal challenge to shut you down last month. Were any words exchanged last night between you two? Or?
Nah. I saw him before the game, in the back, and he just told me to keep working. I got a bright future and things like that. But it was just kind words, other than that. I don't think he remembered Hawaii or anything like that. But it's just cool moments you could take from that.